Okay, students. So, in the previous class, we were studying the observations of dot product. Clear? So, vector A dot vector B equal to magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, cos theta. So, the observations of this particular product we were studying, that is scalar product, where theta is in between 0 to pi, where theta is in between 0 to pi. Already we have seen when theta equal to 0, when theta equal to 90 degree, and what will be the output of scalar product. Clear? So that all things we have already studied. Now I will go for the next observation, that is if theta equal to 180 degree. If theta equal to 180 degree, here what happens if theta equal to 180 degree? Let us see. Vector A dot vector B will be equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Cos of 180 degree is minus 1. Cos of 180 degree is minus 1. So this is going to be minus of magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. So no problem. But if you see this as in a diagrammatical form, if this is origin, if you take this as vector A, if you take this as 180 degree, this will be your vector B. Clear? But here both the vectors are with the same support. Both the vectors are with the same support and both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. That is, the same thing can be written as, in the place of vector B, I can write it as minus of vector A, because both are having the same support. Both are having the same support, or both the vectors are parallel to the same vectors, and both are in the same, both are in the opposite direction. Both are in the opposite direction. So I can write vector B as minus of vector A. Clear? See, from this diagram we can clearly see that vector A and vector B are in the opposite direction. So that's why vector B can be written as negative of vector A. Negative of vector A. So that is the same term. This same term can be written as minus of magnitude of vector A. In the place of vector B, I can write it as magnitude of vector A. Magnitude of vector A. So this is going to be equal to minus of magnitude of vector A square. Minus of magnitude of vector A square. If theta is 180 degree. Clear? So that's why we can write the same term as vector A dot vector A is equal to minus of magnitude of vector A if theta equal to 180 degree. If theta equal to 180 degree. Clear? So this is our fourth observation. This is our fourth observation, that is whenever theta is equal to 180 degree. That is whenever theta is equal to 180 degree. See the fifth one. Now let us look at the fifth observation. Now let us look at the fifth observation. Clear? Fifth observation is, what if three vectors are mutually perpendicular? That means I will take unit vectors which are mutually perpendicular. Three unit vectors which are mutually perpendicular, and I will try to calculate I cap dot I cap and j cap dot j cap, k cap dot k cap. As you all know, I cap, j cap and k cap are unit vectors. ಇನ್ನ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಕತ್ರಿ. So here I cap, j cap, k cap are mutually perpendicular vectors. Also you know that I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors. I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors in the direction of x axis, y axis and z axis. Clear? So this will be equal to what? Magnitude of I cap into magnitude of I cap into cos 90 degree. Are you getting my point? What is cos 90 degree? That is 1. What is magnitude of I cap? 1. So that's why you are going to get this term as equal to 1. Clear? On the same way, j cap dot j cap is also equal to 1. K cap dot k cap is also equal to 1. Because clearly you can see that I cap dot I cap is magnitude of I cap into magnitude of I cap cos 90 degree. Magnitude of I cap, unit vector means magnitude must be 1. Unit vector means magnitude must be 1. Cos 90 means 1. So therefore output is 1. Same way for this all j cap dot j cap, k cap dot k cap, the output is going to be 1. No problem. What if I cap dot j cap if I take, sorry, here not cos 90 degree, this is cos 0 degree, not cos 90, it is cos 0 degree, because I cap with I cap. See here, this is I cap, so this is I cap. For I cap itself, it's making an angle that is 0, that is nothing but I cap dot I cap. In the same way, we have studied whenever theta equal to 0. In the previous observations, we have seen theta equal to 0. Once you see that video, if theta equal to 0, a cap vector a dot vector a we calculate. Vector a dot vector a we calculate. Sorry, it's not 90 degree, it is 0 degree, because both are the same vectors, both are the same unit vectors. That means vector itself making dot product. Vector itself making dot product. I cap itself making dot product. Are you getting my point? So I cap dot I cap means this vector itself making dot product, no any another vector. Clear? If I take this is I cap, this itself making a dot product, that means angle is 0. That means angle is 0. That's why I cap dot I cap, not 90 degree, it's a 0 degree. Sorry, it's a 0 degree. Cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Sorry, that's my mistake, no problem. But I cap dot I cap means unit vector itself making dot product, that's why theta is 0. Now if you go for I cap dot j cap, if you go for I cap dot j cap, here I cap is unit vector, j cap is unit vector. In the place of cos 0, what you are going to write? Cos 90 you are going to write. There cos 90 is 0. 0 into any term is 0. On the same way, j cap dot k cap is also 0. K cap dot I cap is also 0. Clear? So these are the two very important observations. This is the fifth observation, which is very very important. Between these two vectors, angle is 0 degree. Between these two vectors, angle is 90 degree. Because here, this is I cap, this is j cap. They are mutually perpendicular, means angle will be 90 degree. Between j cap and k cap, angle will be 90 degree. Between k cap and I cap, angle will be 90 degree. Clear? So, if the angles are 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. If you use this formula, magnitude of I cap, magnitude of j cap, cos 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. 0 into any term is going to be 0. That's why I cap dot j cap is 0, j cap dot k cap is 0, k cap dot I cap is 0, but I cap dot I cap is 1, because here angle will be 0 degree. Already one I have solved here. So that's why it will be very much clear. Cos 0 degree will be 1. So therefore multiplication of all 1 terms, output will be 1. Okay. So this is one of the important observation, and this already I have discussed. So one more important observation is finding angle when two vectors are given. finding angle when two vectors are given. That is going to be my sixth observation. That is going to be my sixth observation for this dot product. So let us discuss that. See here, the sixth observation is finding the angle between two vectors. That means this already formula you know to all. Therefore, if I use this, it will be vector A dot vector B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B equal to cos theta. Further, if I simplify this, it will be theta equal to cos inverse of vector A dot vector B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Important formula. Clear? Finding the angle between two vectors. Which two vectors? A and B. So if A and B are the two given vectors, to find the angle between A and B, you have to use the formula theta equal to cos inverse of vector A dot vector B divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. So this is the sixth observation. So already I have discussed three observations in the previous class, three observations in this class. These six observations are very important. On these six observations you are going to get problems in your exercise. On these six observations you are going to get problems in your exercise. So that's why, my dear students, please make sure that these six observations are very much clear. Okay, so here be careful. I cap dot I cap angle is 0 degree. Clear? Between I cap and J cap angle is 90 degree because they are mutually perpendicular to each other. So I cap and J cap makes an angle 90 degree. I cap itself make an angle 0 degree. J cap itself make an angle 0 degree. K cap itself make an angle 0 degree. Clear? So here also this is the angle between two vectors. Clear? From these six observations, definitely we are going to get some of the problems in your exercise as well as in your exam. So let us solve those problems in the next class. Okay.